Right. Hello, everyone. We are continuing International Education Week, and today we have a session with our amazing SUSI Alumni, which stands for Study with U.S. Institutions. And without further ado, I would like to introduce alumni from 2019, Suman Abdumanov and Sarvinos. They will be talking about this program, about the process, the procedure, and everything that you should know about SUSI programs, because they are different, so you could differentiate them. Okay, girls, you may introduce yourself again if you want to add something else.
Everyone, my name is Suman. As Nilufar said, we were participating in SUSI program in 2018, and we have created a perfect presentation for you, and we'll share everything about the program. And we are welcome. You are welcome to give any questions about the program in the end or during the presentation.
So before starting, I would like to mention that it's International Education Week. We are doing different sessions. In case if you missed anything, all sessions are available on YouTube channel of US Embassy in Dushanbe or at American Space Dushanbe social media pages as well. Okay, I'm going to share the presentation right now. And yes, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. Okay.
So I'm going to start because I think Sarvinos has something. So today we'll talk about the program, main events that we had during this program, and about the amazing sessions we had. They were about speaking, leadership, politics, everything, and the cities that we traveled, and of course the amazing activities. And we'll talk about how it was in a host families and what is community service and how we were practicing it in the USA. So let's start. As you know, the program SUSI of the US Institutes is for student leaders. And the program is provided from the US Embassy in Tajikistan. Unfortunately, this year, the girls couldn't have a chance to participate because of the pandemic, but I believe that it will be again renewed. So the program is the 1 month program, and you will stay in Washington, D.C. for a week, where you will gather with a lot of girls from with the 91 about like this girls around the world from 21 countries. And after that, you will be divided into different parts like Central Asia to Washington state and other girls from other countries to other states. So let's go further. And the program was very amazing and very wide, and I'm still impressed because it took everything. It was not only about the leaders, it was also about women's social and economic empowerment. Even it was about the communication skills, listening skills. We were also engaging with the US history and culture. And also there was amazing chance to meet face by face with the real world female leaders in the USA, to talk with them, to give questions, to know how they had this way of success and to do the thing that they were doing. So it was really impressive for me, and I'm still really excited about that, I can say. And next, please. As you see in the picture, the program was really colorful, I can say, and it took different spheres because we had the events where we shared our culture. Every girl shared his culture, her culture, and we were dancing, singing songs, presenting our nation, and telling about the culture and the peculiarities that we had. Also, there was a big chance to see the places in Washington, D.C. and to talk with the leaders there. And also we had the great chance to share, for example, gifts with each other. And I can say that the program really, how I can say, I got a lot of friends around the world, which is amazing. You know, you share everything with each other, you talk. It's so amazing to know about their culture, and at the same time to tell about your culture. And as a result, they were really impressed about our culture, and we were giving gifts representing. Let's talk about others. As you see, in the slide, our classes were very different. US music, about the rights in the USA, politics, and also what is economic and social empowerment. And also there was amazing thing which I really liked. We had journaling. We were told to have a journal and write every day about our feelings about the program. And in the end, we had a conclusion, which was really amazing, that I still have that journal with myself. I can open it anytime and remember my experience in the USA. And another new thing for me was about community service activity, which was really productive and resultful because, for example, we had the community service like volunteering in the food bank, where we helped people to do some work. And at the same time, we were engaged in the process of all this. We can say we practiced how everything was going there, and we had the leadership skills as helping people, making community services, activities, a lot of things. And of course, we had women's studies, which included leadership, right, gender equality, women's rights, and so on. And the important thing, of course, it was about the environmental leadership, where we had traveled to the country where we had the tourism classes, and where we talked about the, for example, we can say the problems, environmental problems in the USA, and at the same time we shared our experience and we shared the situation of our countries about this issue. And the last thing is about speech communication, which was really useful for me because we were practicing our speaking, and we even recorded it. And at the end, we were watching how we were talking in front of the public and what were our weaknesses, what was our strengths, and so on. So for that, I'm really grateful, and it's really impacted me. And next, I will talk more deeply with details about the classes and the cities that we traveled. So this slide is, as you see, there are some pictures about the process and how it looked during the speaking classes. So we were not only reading some books, theories, okay, we were practicing, we were speaking and making a lot of activities in order to know more better how it's really in practice looks. So at the same time, we were given two amazing books. I can share it with you in the end if you want. It is The Leadership Skills of Hillary Clinton and The Anatomy of Peace, which was about the like resolving conflicts between person to person, and a lot of amazing things. And about leadership skills, there were such as things like how to be resilient, how to know what is the real leadership skill is. So Yeah, let's go. And very unusual and at the same time very amazing class was the sport. And it was not just only sports, it was about boxing. So we had an opportunity to meet with the real masters of the boxing, and we were also having activity, how to make it, how to protect yourself. For example, if there is something happening, you can protect yourself in that situations. So it was very useful, especially, as you know, for girls, it's very important to know how to protect yourself. So this is more about the Washington, D.C. We had the chance to study at Washington University, which is very famous.
Hello, my name is Mahmoud Naimov. I'm working for the US Embassy, and I'm coordinating the study in the United States Summer Institute program. So Suman will join us a bit later. She's trying to solve her connection. I've heard that there was a question, Nilufar. Could you kindly repeat it?
Yes, sure. It's about the requirements for SUSI program. So what are the requirements to be part of the program? What people should do? What are the steps for, this selection part?
Mainly requirements for this program are like to be 18 and between like 18 and 25 years of age, of course be female, be interested in the topic of women leadership, have at least one semester left of their undergraduate studies, and they suppose like to become.
She doesn't study at university. Is she still eligible to apply?
Nope, unfortunately no, because it's a kind of it's a program designed for undergraduate students between the ages 18 to 25. It's the program is designed for improving the understanding of the United States and to develop the leadership skills as a student. So and these are kind of the thing is that these are like considered as a summer institute. It's considered as kind of academic residency. It has all of the interactive classroom activities, discussions, lectures, readings, which are suitable only for students.
Great. Thank you. And since you work close with SUSI alumni, are there any opportunities after coming back or some, I don't know, tasks? Since I remember, I heard that there is a small project that SUSI alumni should implement in Tajikistan.
Definitely. After they return, it doesn't mean that the program is finished and the activities are done. After they return, they can apply for the small grants program, which is funded by the embassy, which is actually administered by the US Embassy in Tajikistan, as well as they will have, depending on the year and of course depending on the institution, they will have a kind of support from their host institutions, including the program. The program has different kind of activities on the project development, and after coming back they can continue to work on their projects here. So it depends on the projects, and it depends on the funding, but those are the activities that can be implemented after the program.
Great, thank you. And I think we have around 5 more minutes for this session. Last thing that I wanted to know, if I'm not mistaken, there are different other programs related to SUSI for scholars. So would you like please talk a little bit about that program as well?
Sure. So In addition to studying in the United States program on women leadership, the embassy also administers study of the United States Institute for Scholars and Secondary Educators. Those are postgraduate level academic programs for mid-career foreign scholars, faculty members, practitioners, and secondary educators. So the main topics of those programs are American culture and values, education and workforce development, journalism and media, religious freedom and pluralism. In terms of secondary programs for secondary educators, those are U.S. economics and business, and U.S. Foreign policy. Sorry, those are these two are also for the scholars. For secondary educators, it's for secondary educators. Those are a bit different because they are mainly concentrated on the schools administration staff, teaching language and different type of subjects. So also in terms of the eligibility and application requirements, I would say that scholars and educators also need to demonstrate English language proficiency, have limited prior experience in the United States. They should have kind of concrete plans to enhance, update, or develop any kind of educational materials with the focus to US, of course. And as usual, as it required in any other programs that we coordinate, they should not be a US citizen or permanent resident of the United States, and they should have all requirements, and they should be eligible to receive a J1 visa.
Okay, great.
So, yeah.
Thank you very much for this very informative replies regarding the questions. And we have 2 more minutes. If Suman wants to conclude the presentation, please, you may do so. And if you, dear viewers, if you still have any questions, please comment in the section below. We will be answering to your questions as well. And if you want to know more about the program, again, I would like to mention you can visit anytime US Embassy Dushanbe webpage, exchange program section, and you will get information about all the exchange programs that US embassies all around the world provide for students and for educators. All right. Okay, thank you everyone for joining this session, for watching us. I would like to mention that we still have today some sessions related to that we are doing within the International Education Week. Please watch us today till the end. And if you want to watch all the sessions, please visit US Embassy Dushanbe YouTube channel to see more of this informative sessions. And thank you so much for joining, and thank you to all the speakers for this session. See you soon.